Let's go. Winners round 2, OpTic versus Sentinels. I don't know why OpTic's not green, but I guess they did that because people are complaining that you can't really read the score when it's green. They should just make the text black or something, but whatever.
At the beginning engagements of this game.
Camel's going to get picked up by APG, but immediately drop there instantaneously, and that's going to be Formal who ends up getting the better of that. And this has to be a
let's see if Formal going to be better Royal 2 this series.
But he could not pass up the opportunity to team.
This could end up being grand finals again anyway. But one team's going to get knocked down to losers so early. That's crazy.
Of the town since the release of the game, and so far he is not disappointed. But look at the Wizard Pistola. Unfortunately for him, it's going to be Snakebite who gets the better of him.
I got your Pistola.
So difficult. Even when you get someone down a couple shots in this game.
Dude, I can't believe they're playing winners round 2.
So good that one just rounds the
literally OpTic's first game of winners since they got a bye first round. Sentinels beat up on the boys.
Just shows how on point the Sentinels teamwork is.
Every kill, every engagement between these teams is going to come with tension, with drama. Frosty, though, one of the best players in the game, looking for an opportunity, but he's going to get dropped right there. Now it's Lucid. Let's see what he could do here, as he's also dealing with a fair amount of fire.
I'll never get used to calling him Lucid.
Lucid wraps around here, and as far as the scoreboard goes, you know, nothing really from Formal thus far. He's been silent. He's rocking a donut at the beginning of this game, but that's perfectly fine. Given
he loves having the heat wave. Yeah, he's so good with it.
Lucid pushes forward, and he does manage to get the kill. He gets absolutely blown up. Courtesy
missed a few shots, but
that's his first.
He got the job done.
Lucid has 6 kills.
That's the type of thing I do in matchmaking where I'm like, dude, if I just fucking
Lucid already just leading the pack around.
If I just hit him.
You saw his calm demeanor in that interview. He's saying,
not died.
yes, I acknowledge and I think I'm the best player in this game. There's other great players out there, and I want that strong competition just because I think it makes it more exciting. But Lucid, you just saw that.
Frosty always looks like a clown while he's playing.
Without doubt, one of the best players in Halo
Infinite, has a little
the
crooked.
best player individually at the moment in this game.
I mean, we recall back in H5 when everyone kept saying the same thing about Frosty. The man was a trendsetter with his movement, with his play style, everything.
He was the first movement guy.
Emulated. And look at this here.
Till Shotzi came through.
No health, no shields, nothing, and he's still effective.
Ooh,
Maybe looking
he
for
almost
another
had it.
But no, it's actually going to be trippy.
The thrust is so OP in this game.
Has just been so even. We have
so
not
important
seen
to
either
control.
team get all 4 down. We've seen a little bit of scattering of players where we have some at the opposing bases in a position to maybe grab a flag, but no real attempts at this moment in time.
Well, here comes number 1. Asking you shall receive, Walsh, because Snakebite's going to start the move. The captain bringing it over to the right side of the map.
bro.
Formal needs to stop the player. It's going to be Lucid, but Formal can't.
Sort of a stalemate so far, but I feel like the Sentinels have had more control.
As the flag is going to be down right underneath
so far,
Lucid.
at least.
That is basically going to be a good opportunity for them to bring that one right back to their base.
Look at that awareness too. Lucid just realizing that.
But
all right,
then
there's
again,
somebody slipped through on our
looks
side.
like OpTic might be getting the first cap.
And be cautious where it's at. Yeah, a counter cap. Well, that's all been going down. GB. We have Ola.
Dude, the flag hits the ceiling in this game, and it's so frustrating.
And that's gonna be a first flag on the board for OpTic Gaming.
OpTic Gaming.
OpTic gets first cap
here in this highly contentious matchup here against Sentinels. And it's going to be courtesy of the Wizard Pistola. Another big win there as he drops Frosty.
Strong side with the slide. You don't really get the same slide effect if you strong side while you're sprinting sliding in this game.
There's always just that little calm before
you don't get the full
distance
distance on the slide. It's frustrating.
Their shields, repositioning, or waiting for respawn, and then it all just goes into a flurry of action as it's just trade after trade of damage.
Well, OpTic Gaming going to keep the good times rolling here. They got the flag in hand, and they're going to be bringing this across to the
second
halfway
flag on the move.
On Aquarius, but he's waiting. He's waiting to see if anyone's going to pop him from behind. And look at the help that Lucid got there. Exactly what you want to see if you're going to start this flag run. Trippy, though, popped on the right side, and also a camo pickup here for Pistola. This flag should
sneaking
start
around.
to make its way across, but Ola's going to be playing the information game here, Walsh.
Yeah, they're down in numbers right now. Ola's just essentially looking to pick up a kill or two, and there's 4 perfect shots.
Observer mode still looks whack.
To take him out, but
did not look like he hit him.
But that's an okay scenario for OpTic Gaming. If you have the flag on your half of the map, like I said before, and you're trading kills, in theory, you're going to get that flag cap. Reinforcements are going to come out faster.
Yeah. While all that was going on, though, there was an attempted return, and it was successful by Sentinels. So we're back to the drawing board here. as Lethal, who has had quite
Lethal looks
a
like he's
career.
about to teach me history class or
All
something.
throughout his time in Halo, he's been so prolific, constantly at the top, never outside of the top 3. This guy has had quite the run. But of course, he's going to need to dig deep here if they're going to want to beat OpTic Gaming, especially when Pistola is doing stuff like that. Lethal, though, is going to be pulling this flag to the left side, and he will
He's
be
going
meeting
for it.
Pistola in a moment's notice.
Damn, he turned
That's
around
gonna
at a
be
great
easy,
time to
easy
avoid that
kill for
nade,
him.
but
I love that position by Ola. Ola's not panicking.
he died right away
He's gonna
anyway,
pump
but
that flag. Ola's just going to keep the high ground here on top car and slay a couple members of Sentinels.
uh-oh.
Flags back at base here.
Sennies.
That's Formal now. What are we expecting out of the replacement coming in for World 2 with Formal? A lot of people regard him as also one of the top 10 players in the game. So Sentinels getting Formal was a huge, massive pickup. And of course,
It is. It sucks for SSG that he got scooped like that.
Very successful, starting his
But I think they
career
said
in
if
Halo
they
2.
didn't get Formal, they weren't going to go at all.
Not gonna be good enough to be
They're
able
like,
to
all right, we're only going if we get
Snakebite
Formal.
on the prowl, does manage to find one with the heat wave. That's going to be a double kill there for the captain. Camo is available as well. It is going to be grabbed now by APG, but I think that was burned right away.
I couldn't tell if it was
These
burned
seems
or
like
not.
don't
I'm
even
sure the
scrim
players
each other.
will double check.
Oh,
but,
15
yeah,
and
it looks
8.
like it may have just clicked on for APG. So
Trippy,
that's
the
a big
perfect
burn.
6
You
and
don't wanna
9.
Get that in the hands of Sentinels when you're off at your own side of the base.
Snakebite now looking to get some help. That's another double. Trippy, though, trying to get activated in this game. Does just that, stopping to push over at Yellow Utility.
Early on, it felt like Sentinels had more of the control, but it's
Not
just
really gonna help him out there. Trippy gets himself another
after
one.
they didn't get
And
that
Heatwave
cap
has
and then they got
been changing
counter-capped, I
hands
feel
all
like it's
throughout
been
this match. It's such a
all
powerful weapon to
OpTic.
use. Does so
Red
much
OpTic.
damage. You also get that lunge with the melee too. Like, I've seen so many Heatwave plays throughout this event. Like, it's 100% a weapon I'm going back and using, and I think everyone feels the same
Frosty
way as well.
Lucid is like the one-on-one battle that's most being looked forward to. There's like tons of clips of them fighting and matchmaking. Frosty teabagging Lucid.
The big one to keep the run going here for OpTic.
That was an interesting scenario too, where Lucid went for the melee after one shot. I would have expected him to go two-shot melee there, but you know, who am I to question one of the current best players in Halo Infinite?
Well, here comes another
Yeah, Walsh,
flag
dude,
pull
what are you
for
doing?
APG. It's going over
No
to the
question.
left side here, out through utility, waiting for the nades to come through if they are. And there they are. They start to make some connections.
They're going
But now
for it.
APG, across the map we go. Snakebite knows that
Is this
APG
it?
has his flag. There's no real opportunity for them to stop it.
Yeah,
and
they're
that
two
should be
down.
a clean capture. And number 2.
They were
for
two
the
down when
green wall.
Snakebite was pretty far away from him.
Well, just looking
Dude,
so
the freaking
strong.
shock nades are so
Trippy
frustrating.
Just being so sneaky, realizing that, all right, we haven't seen someone for a moment. He just hit over in utility, got a free kill on Snakebite, and that can't be understated. It's not just a kill on a strong player on Sentinels. I mean, they're all strong players, but it's a kill on their furthest player up. That now narrows down the angles that OpTic Gaming has to check as they're pushing across the map. They realize that they killed the person furthest up. They can now focus all their firepower
Three down
forward
again.
and towards the Sentinel base.
We'll see if they play with these advantages.
Lethal's like
They
working
now
his way
have
back to
two
his
up.
base now.
3 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock. Camo as well here for APG. He's gaining a decent amount of information.
That nade like
here as
bounced the
he
railing.
continue to get more kills.
That was
The
nuts.
nade is going to connect, but no indicators obviously here in Infinite, so no one's going to know that he's still going to be lingering about here.
I'm assuming he did that on purpose.
Just draw the attention away and bring Sentinels back and make them fear OpTic a little bit.
Yeah, what APG was actually looking for there is he was looking for one kill before he moved that across the map. He saw on the kill feed that Formal got a kill. He's not going to just pull that flag immediately and give away his position. So the second they had to start shooting across the map at Lethal and give away his spot, he said, all right, while my
That's so
position's
frustrating
given
when you have camo in that
toss this out
type
to
of
the box on the map
situation.
in case there's a flurry of exchanges and we get more kills than them, and we can run this flag. But it's just more of like a safety measure.
It like completely
all right,
negates the fact that you have
let's toss
camo.
it.
It just
I'm not
becomes
going
like
to,
a
really be able to get away
waste
here.
because you end up like dying
Ideally,
or trading
APG
or
was
something,
looking to get a
and
kill and then an immediate
it's like
flag
not a
pull
good
moves that
camo
across.
play.
Well, if you're keeping your eyes here in the action,
The alternative is you
we've
do
seen a lot of
literally
things
nothing and then the camo just runs out in
into
30
the
seconds.
OpTic Gaming base. This is where OpTic's going to have to show their grit and their defense now. As Trippy and Lucid, I believe, are going to be all the way back in the base, trying to protect it. A big win, and that's actually going to be a trade out there. Lethal all up in the face here of OpTic Gaming, trying to close out
Let's
this
go,
lead.
Terrence.
He's getting flanked on
Terrence
the left
Campbell.
side, too. So a good attempt there by Lethal, but the defense from OpTic Gaming has been superb, and I honestly don't know what Sentinels have to do to
Frosty
break
the only
down this
one?
wall.
Nah, Frosty
Yeah,
and Snakebite are
really
positive.
have been
Lethal
met
and
many
Formal
times
are
where
not doing
Sentinels
too hot.
get a lot of kills. They're able to push across the map, but once they get towards
I
the
feel
base,
like it's very
they're just not able to get
Twitch
that
chat.
little extra
esque to just be like negative. Those dudes are blowing it. It's a team game though. You duck under that. That was sick. I don't like using the heat wave in the lateral mode. I pretty much only do it vertically.
They're letting that flagpole happen without giving up all the kills, and they're able to scatter across the map, and that's where you've seen the times where like Lucid
Snakeblade just hide.
top car, or
Camper, dude. Pitch a tent.
At bottom pink, it's been really difficult knowing how to fully lock down all these players from OpTic Gaming.
Oh my God, nades just don't stop.
Have like a little bit of an advantage. We just saw them a little while ago pick up the camo, and OpTic immediately turned their attention. They knew they had to get rid of that player, and they did just that.
Just praying for no disconnects.
Have to get a breather. Maybe this is going to be the opportunity that they could use.
It's been a long 2-0 game.
We've seen this song and dance happen before, but there's
I don't understand why all these CTFs are 5 cap. I feel like it never goes that far.
To the defense of OpTic Gaming, or look at Lucid, all the confidence in the world because he knew he had Frosty dead to rights. This is where we're going to have to start to see some real grit.
ABG staying alive, nice.
Pull themselves out of this because they don't have a lot of time remaining, Walsh. It's 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of time remaining, and they're playing defense at the moment. They're just trying to do whatever they can to get these kills.
Nice.
By Trippy, keeping the drive alive here at Yellow
A 1v1 Trippy once in Halo 5, no big deal. Back when Team Beyond was hosting weekly Halo tournaments.
So that has to tell you that there is going to be a push.
That was before he like really even started competing in 4v4.
That's the second time we've seen that this game.
He pooped on me too. It was like 15-3.
And OpTic have done a good job of identifying which.
But he's one of the best in the world now. So
and
who's the real winner, right?
Them up over at their fridge or over at their utility, and that is the most integral kill, if I can be honest here, because
it's hard to like figure out what's going on without comms and just like them flipping through POVs.
Immediate flagpole just does so many things for his squad. So the fact that OpTic have been able to
all right,
2-0 and get this first game, OpTic Gaming going up 1-0 in the series over Sentinels.
Game 1 goes OpTic.
Statement to start off this series.
How many viewers does this have? 86K. Halo is back. Let's go. Can we hit 100K during this series? I hope so. All right, second time's the charm, right?
And Halo Infinite, you can fly real fast. So you are going to see.
I don't understand how they're still having issues with the game server.
Back and forth, because that's the nature.
It's just like a game stability thing, I guess. But they did move over to Xboxes officially, so.
With Formal, a world champion in his own right, he has accomplished so much. But to come back here after being away from Halo for such a long time,
COD Kid,
one of the best teams,
COD Kid,
the best team in a generation in Sentinels, right? Have that opportunity, man. That's some cool stuff. Yeah,
that is so dope for him. It just like worked out perfectly.
His aim is just on.
He's good friends with those guys.
The different challenges he can make in Halo, so he's just on another level. But right off the bat, we saw during this game, Lucid was able to slide right in and grab those rockets. So we did see an absolutely aggressive play coming out from OpTic.
Dude, it's so weird seeing like
movement that he has.
Red, but it's his teammate. I'm like, why are you not shooting the red guy?
Fighting his time over here, and that's why Frosty's just flying at him. But he had the help from Lucid, so you trade that out right away. And now OpTic Gaming are going to go up by 4 at the early part of this game here.
Rough start.
Let's see though what Formal and the rest of Sentinels can cook up, because
rough start for the boys.
Can get out of hand.
And if I'm certain, it feels like Formal's just kind of chilled over here towards the top seed this entire game. Maybe they want to have this sort of anchor position.
This is a really slow-paced game. I feel like they're really just kind of like stalemating it. Lucid hasn't moved.
But it seems like Formal's been very stagnant and almost like I said.
It's crazy because they play so fast when you match them in matchmaking.
Top of the ledge,
and they know they're so much better than you, but when they're like on an even footing, actually having to play smart. Ooh. Is he gonna get cleaned up?
Yeah, I mean, Formal has basically been living here the whole time.
Oh, caught him with his pants down, Lethal. Come on, buddy. That's my goat, dude. I'm just kidding. I don't really have an opinion.
Yeah, and that's
so you can't really compare people from back then to people that play now, you know?
You're not sure which way they're going to go, especially with someone as fast as
fucking Rockets, man. You gotta hate Rockets.
How we're seeing it from the Sentinels' point of view. So we're going to go to Astro Listen with Sentinels
Ooh,
right now.
Let's hear what they're saying. Ooh, good shots.
Matt, I'm here. I'm on balcony
Yo,
now.
arcade weak.
Yeah,
Arcade
Trippies weak. Top piece steps.
Okay, Mike push me guys.
Top piece steps weak. Top piece steps.
Front C, ABG.
AP jizz on him, bro.
And Trippies V steps.
Yo, B steps, Trippy, one shot.
Ola half health arcade. Ola half health arcade.
Ola's one shot, Ola's one shot.
Shotty's coming up.
Push the seal, push the seal.
I got him.
Nice, B steps, Trippy.
V steps, yeah. Better than Matt.
One C steps, And two
I'm one
steps.
Matt.
Like they're just like stuck in there.
And ABG, and one's mid map.
Under tires,
Yo, watch tires with Sentinels.
Kind of just slow playing it.
Hey, Matt, watch your left. I gave you
Set up a distraction and then we'll push out.
Matt, I gave you left. I gave you left.
I have Shotty, bro.
Steps, one shot, ABG.
Yo, Ola's flowers.
Oh, tires, Trippy.
DJ, I'm punching this.
Hold on. Help Matt.
Joey.
Go, Brad, go.
B stairs, two B stairs.
One's on my back. One's on my back. One in.
You know where, bro?
Two B stairs.
Fuck.
Oh, guys, listen, just slow down, try to listen, alright?
Yeah.
This guy driveway.
I'm listening.
Shotgun. It was Lucid, he has
Shotgun going top C.
Maddie.
Shotgun going top C.
Damn, I wish I was as good as these people.
No, I think we need to kill the guy left. I think we have to just go left.
I'm pushing real quick.
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. Alright, let's go left.
Kill left, kill Trippy.
Got flowers.
One shot, Trippy, absolutely. Another close flowers.
Sentinel
Nice,
beam.
Good job.
Dude, I stink with that gun. They always pick it up, though.
Yeah, top C.
Same with the red gun.
Yo, benches.
Bench is weak. Yo, back up rockets. Driveway. TH, help me. TJ, help me get out.
I need help.
On ATM, Trippy, one shot.
An absolutely stellar listening there with Sentinels. Yes, they are down in this, but it's just about the small talk, the way that they're communicating with one another. The problem is that OpTic Gaming, they're giving them no openings to work with, and you're hearing
It's so weird
moments
seeing
like,
the buttons
you know,
as
I'm just gonna go ahead and push
PC
this guy
since
left
they're
because that's
controller
gonna
and
take care of.
control and
The moment
observer
that
mode with
happens, a
PC.
Sentinel beam comes out, and there's not much you can really do there.
That's where these teams are starting to solve and figure each other out as these games go on. That's why there's many times you'll see a top team playing, like, let's say an 8 through 16 team, and they're losing up until around the 30 kill mark, and they seem to find that little crack in the strategy, saying, oh, actually, if we take out this person on the left side, we have all this room to roam around and make plays. And that's exactly what Sentinels are trying to do, but they didn't see a little Pistola near the flowers with the Sentinel beam.
And
They
look
need
at
to
this.
get rid of
Another thing
Trippy.
to note, folks, is that Sentinels have basically lived on the police station
I
side
need
of the
to
map
mess
here on
them up.
Streets the
They
entire
traded,
time.
though.
OpTic Gaming have not allowed them to be able to get out of this position. And we talked ahead of time and said, yeah, probably on this map, you're going to see
Ola
these teams
Cadabra.
changing sides, flying at one another. That's not happening. OpTic have contained Sentinels and have only continued to add on to this lead, 26-17.
This whole game feels like it's contained.
Yeah, that's dangerous. And
Like,
I
both
wonder if
teams
that's a
kinda get,
factor.
like,
One is,
isolated to one part
OpTic
of the
just
map,
runs
and
out
then
the streets a lot better than, you would
it's just
expect
kind of like
most other Slayer matches.
cluster of
the second one is these players
who gets the
themselves just being
kills.
in such strong positions.
It's like very calculated. It's not like
Foremost
chaotic,
over at the
you
C
know.
balcony, you don't really have a good, quick way to concisely like break down and like collapse in on that player. There's just no fast route to it. You either have to get some sort of lucky grenade, or both of you hope that Formal overextends and you can get that pick. So I think that's been the difficulty.
Ola, hold
Here's one of
this.
the few times we're actually seeing the
Hold
OpTic
this
roster
Pistola.
break on through the Sentinels defense. That's Ola slipping behind over at the C tower.
They came off
just
spawn there.
cannot let that happen. And obviously, it's going to be easier said than done, right? I mean, we're talking about Pistola, a guy who finds a way to stay alive in literally any possible gunfight that he engages himself in. But we're starting to see some help come in here. And the thing to note as well is that Sentinels, right?
This is like the slowest Slayer I've seen in this game so far.
34 game. And they got rockets again. This is another time that Sentinels haven't been able to gain control of the power weapons, but still OpTic.
I mean, they're only down 10
now.
now. It was like
Also, super minor
13.
thing you know Storm will do right there. If you're
10.
new to playing here on Infinite, if you grab the rockets immediately and you YY, switching weapons to your battle rifle and switching back to the rockets, you can shoot that rocket just a slight bit faster. So if you're ever getting yourself in those positions where you're picking up rockets and you're not killing someone immediately off the rack, do a quick YY, and you can shoot that rocket, like I said, about a half second faster.
I actually didn't know that. Half second. It does take frickin' forever to shoot the rockets when you pick them up.
Battle match. Now, if you kill the rockets a little bit faster, I'm gonna be livid.
Yeah, I'll try.
There's a
I'll
big
try.
team battle show match
Right
tonight.
now,
I
I want
forgot.
to see Sentinels try and bring this game back here. I mean, they're down by 11. It is a substantial lead that OpTic Gaming have here, and Sentinels, they can't quite crack this egg. They have a player over in arcade. They have another one all the way yonder on the ramp, and one more on the steps too. You know exactly where everyone is, but they just don't have the angles.
And they're still trying to execute that same strategy. You heard before Sentinels, when we went to the Astro listening, how they want to try to take over this left side over.
It's been like a 10-point lead this whole
But
game.
they just have not been able to break through.
It's been so difficult for Sentinels, but if you're OpTic Gaming, this is some high
does he know he's there?
expert Halo that we're seeing being played by them. They're putting on a clinic here. Beautiful shots from Lucid.
I never, like, I would have
Dicey there with that
died
sniper, but he's gonna be
100% of the
all
time
right.
in
There
that
goes that
situation with the
stalker
red
rifle, man. I
gun.
think
They're so much better.
Master Chief does not move like that, Golden Boy.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know
13
how his
now?
moves like that.
I don't think.
It moves like it has a wheelchair, so I don't know how Lucid does it.
One of the old Halo 1 guys, Pranfer, used to say, I have a fat Master Chief or something. And
Fat
just
Master
not as
Chief.
quick as something like
That's
Lucid.
me.
But look
I got
at
the
this
Fat
Davis
Master
runaway
Chief
with
too,
this.
bro.
This is a 12-kill lead here for OpTic Gaming. Almost certain to close this one out shortly.
Good reads there by Lucid. Should be able to
They
take
got
down
literally
Foxy.
every
It's
Rockets
gonna be
this
a
game.
round
It's
to receive
crazy.
46-35.
Actually,
A
maybe
miracle's
I
gonna
forget
have
if
to
they got
happen
the
here for
first one.
Sentinels, and maybe
OpTic
that
might have got the
miracle
first
can come
Rockets,
in
but
the boomstick.
Sentinels have had
Rockets,
literally every
what can they
rocket.
do? They just lost Lethal. 3 more frags left for OpTic Gaming. Finding one low. No kill confirmed quite yet. A massive spike, but no one's there to stop him. On the opposite side
Lucid
of that
just
here. You
sniping
can see
at
players
Commando.
starting to push up on ramps. That's going to be Lucid. He's going to dial back over to
He's
Tram.
gonna get
Foster's no
shot.
choice but to
Yep.
help out his teammate here.
Just
It's the
hits him in
last
perfect
death here.
3.
And I stand corrected.
It's crazy.
That was the second to last death, but they're just going to go and collapse with the Bulldog for the
Damn,
W.
OpTic.
Gaming go up 2-0
crazy.
here in this winter bracket round 2 matchup.
They're just looking so scary good. And
Both games were very
why they
stalemated.
did, like Frosty kind of fly out in the middle.
Like a
And
2-0
for Sentinels to even have
slow
any
CTF,
chance of
and then
winning,
that
they
was
need to
like
get
the
some sort of massive
slowest.
swing. And so you
Kind of a
have to be
boring
risky,
match,
you have
honestly.
to be
Very
willing
boring
fly
Slayer to
across the
watch.
map. You have to play a little bit
Nothing
more
flashy or
unorthodox,
crazy, it
but
was
obviously what they were
just-
doing at the end there was not working
Yeah,
up
drink
until
that
then.
bang, snake
It
bite.
just wasn't. The game plan, push left.
Joey,
try,
I
and
miss
then
Fat
force him out of
Trippy,
that,
not
but
gonna
you could
lie.
just tell the whole time, man.
On to
Sentinels
map
were
3.
fluffed.
All right, map 3 oddball, live fire. OpTic hasn't lost a live fire map in the tournament yet, in any HCS sanctioned event, as they called it. So let's see. Could be a 3-0, which is not what I was expecting. I thought this was going to go to 5.
And once again, we do see Formal in an anchor position over towards the top C tower. So it just seems to be a common
Formal is
theme
the
we have
ultimate
with
anchor.
Formal here on this roster, really kind of coming
Roll
to
2 is
mold
always
and
kind of
fitting
the anchor
in
too. He's not the
to
one
that
flying
Royal
around the
2
map
as
either,
the
so
anchor role.
Oh boy, and Frosty was trying to get a little cheeky on the outside there.
he's filling his
Fortunately for
the
him, it didn't
role
really work out.
he's supposed to,
Iron Bear by
well,
double
I'd
slide
say.
to Stola. Ball's been grabbed by Formal. They also have Overshield. They got Sniper. They have everything. They also have the kitchen sink as well. Maybe they'll throw it at them if they're feeling a little cheeky.
Oh, the kitchen sink at him.
See what they could do with this here. Is Lucid now. See Snakebite, and they're actually, I got to give them credit. Besides
Playing Ring
that
Around the
there,
Rosie
they were
there.
trying to stay away from the crosshairs of Lucid as much as they could. Unfortunately,
3
just didn't
dead.
work out there.
Well, there's just such a great rotation from Sentinels there, moving that over towards B.
One to
But
spawn.
during that entire time, none of the
He
other
tried to
game
bait him
members
in.
were really panicking. None were trying
Shoddy
to skip their
snipe.
sort of flank and go towards B pillars. None were just trying to run over towards B nest and do anything.
He was trying to
on their own.
avoid
They all were moving
whoever
as a
could have been
unit, so
pushing.
you just saw OpTic
Not a bad play.
just collapse over and over. They took up every little bit of ground that was given to them by Sentinels and just collapsed in and were able to pick up 3 members and got the Slay advantage.
He's going with the 2-shot drop.
Looking to stop the ball carrier, which is going to be Frosty.
It is hard to get the
Lead
third
here for
headshot
Sentinels. 2 players located out
with the
toward B
mangler.
on the left side. You also have 2 behind.
And
but
it's
there goes
faster to,
Pistola.
if you guys didn't know, it's
Never mind,
faster
I
to
was gonna say,
drop
there
it
goes
and
Pistola.
shoot
Yeah,
the
there he is.
final,
He manages to get himself a
get
kill.
the
Pops
third
up
shot
behind him,
with the BR.
like magic. And now this is where OpTic
I recently
starts to add
just
some
mapped
more
my
points
drop
there
button to
in their
like
favor.
down on the
Yeah,
deep
in a
head.
position that was originally strong.
Ooh,
Great
that was a great
pickoff
play
from
out of Formal.
to take out Ola right there.
He
but
shouldn't have
What I was going
got
to
him.
highlight was they were rotating that ball over towards B, and
Oh, we almost got him too. That would've been nuts.
Detrimental spot. You don't really want to be spawning out there at
Frosty
B
got the
when
OV.
the opposing team has the ball over at A or C.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle, both figuratively and literally, especially on live fire. See what Trippy could do here
Ooh,
with the man.
I haven't
He
seen
knows
anyone
there's
hit
gonna be
that
some players
jump in
pushing
game
around
yet.
here toward the OS spawn. Big
Hold
win.
this.
Did you also notice what he did there with the Mangler? If you drop the Mangler rather than hitting swap weapon, you get your BR shot a little bit faster. So you notice
Oh,
there after
Walshy
he hit
just
second
saying what
Mangler
I
shot,
said.
He held down
Me and
the
Walshy,
swap
same
weapon button,
level of
which
Halo
enabled
skill.
him to drop
Don't forget it.
and just shooting, like I said, like 0.1 or 0.25 seconds later. Watch the Shy Away video and you can find out exactly how much longer it takes. But that is just a different mechanic that these players are taking advantage of within this Halo Infinite sandbox.
Yeah, dropping weapons is a new thing that has been added here for Infinite, as well as the equipment that you see being played out. And yeah, I mean, there's so many little tools. Of course, a big shout out.
This game has been a lot more scrappy than the first two. The first two were very like slow paced. This is a lot more hectic. I wonder if it's because Sentinels got their backs against the wall.
Helping us break some records here today, but. Back at the action at
Sick snipe skin.
You
You guys get your weekly ultimate done last week? You know I did.
They take a mile.
Oh my god, not only does Trippy get that kill, Trippy runs away, lives, and gets a grenade on Snakebite.
Ridiculous.
That play cannot be understated how important that was to get the kill and stay
I didn't
alive.
notice
You
that,
saw
whatever
how
he's talking
frustrating
about.
That had to be for Snakebite. Just assuming that, all right, we're going
I don't
to
got the mind for it.
and then go make our
But he
moves.
still stays alive, and he's still
Not a
gonna be
high-level Halo
effective
player,
there, right?
dude.
Like, that's a big win for Snakebite regardless, because he didn't take a fight that wasn't necessary, which just goes to show the 5D chess that these players are playing against one another. It is so impressive.
That's so frustrating trying to shoot someone that's going back and forth on the pillar like that, man. It's freaking infuriating.
On the scoreboard here, and that's another thing. Snakebite shooting a shot off in the distance, take away as much of the ammo. And that was something I started to see, or we all started to see in H5 when you wanted to keep snipers away from Splice at the time. That was something Sen did a lot, and they also had that done to them. Just small details that are changing the difference between these two teams.
Yeah, and it's got to be difficult for me and the audience to hear Golden Boy talk about 5 chess.
He just was like, eh.
Oh,
He had nothing to do there. There was literally 4 people around him.
We'll go into strategy about later, but yeah,
If Formal got him, that would have been nuts.
These players are very selective of what fights they're taking. They realize when they do have those minimal advantages, they really have to press those, get those finish kills while they can, and then they can collapse in together. So it's one of those situations that
I'm still getting confused. I'm like, shoot the red guy.
Really change the tides of.
But they're on the same team.
Yeah, well, they're trying
I feel
to
like a
clear
moron.
out bottom mid, and that's Trippy with that heat wave. Pistola can't go in there and
It's
help
like
out
a
quite yet. Has to wait for the
heat
shield to
wave.
come back.
Oh,
Closer as
repulsed.
well. Big win there for Formal, but APG's there to help out his teammate immediately after
It
that.
worked.
The lead continues
The
to
only
add
time
up
that's
here
really
for
beneficial
OpTic,
is when
70 to
someone's trying to
32.
melee you
Sentinels
and you
have
can
not had an opportunity
make
to
them
get
with
the
the
ball, get
melee.
time on there.
Because if they're just
Finally,
shooting you, it's like,
finally, they could
I don't
maybe
think it
cross
really
that
changes
40-point
the
threshold.
timing.
But
They're
they're
just
really
still.
not
I
getting
feel like they're still gonna get a
solid
shot on you
setup.
before you
They're
can
not
get a
getting
shot
a
on
full
them. You know.
setup at tower or towards garage or anything. They're scrapping up a little bit of time as they're trying to rotate it away and get away from the OpTic Gaming members.
Oh, don't let him do it. Oh, lethal. You're nasty.
For the repulsor as well to send him back. Actually was a pretty smart play there.
God.
Unfortunately, didn't really work out the way that he would have liked to, but he did everything he could.
I'm just thinking of I matched APG in matchmaking a week ago, and he absolutely annihilated me. And then you see Lethal doing stuff like that to him.
It's
nuts.
They don't gotta grab the ball. They got the lead.
Yeah, when
It
you're
just makes me
like
feel
that,
bad about
you're
how
fine with just
bad I am.
trading kills. So as long as OpTic does not panic and does not let Sentinels get a full setup or control, they don't really have to worry about
Nades
that. They can
everywhere.
this massive 30-point run.
I hate
They
being
wanna
in this
make
position.
Sentinels sacrifice one of their lives to get 3 or 5 seconds. And
I
in
feel like
doing
when I
so,
nade
they
people and
lose
they're behind
control.
that
It's just
thing,
sort of like that
my
crazy
nades
catch-22.
never
How
kill
do you get
them.
points
But
when
when
you
other
control?
people are nading me,
Right?
it's like
Get
I
kills.
cannot avoid it.
All those sort of situations. So it's a really difficult spot for Sentinels to be in as they are seemingly forced to grab some ball time or get a rotation.
This has been the longest round ever.
Well, it works out for them here. They do manage to get that ball time. Formal also gets himself the overshield. It's going to get aggressive there onto Pistola, but
Oh.
handled just
Body
like
went
that.
flying.
Sniper rifle will be available bottom pillars, and Crossy's looking for the movement. Where is he going to
Oh,
go? The
he
repulsor up above.
repulsed
Great
up.
play
Lucid
there, too.
loves
I mean,
doing
really
that.
just taking advantage of all the
He
equipment
tossed it off the
available,
map again.
and he had to anticipate
But
that
during
was
that
going to
time,
come.
look at the score. They were able to
Tied
tie
up.
it up during those scrappy times. So hats off.
Oh, no.
to
That nade would've got him
Sentinels, as
anyway.
They did such a fantastic job trading slays and grabbing time throughout that.
Ooh,
OpTic,
that was a great job.
are going to have to get some sort of response here. I don't know if they're going to try to go for some sort of full
Lethal
setup
grabbed
or
the
if they're
ball
going to
back.
scrap some time, but this is very interesting how Sentinels are taking advantage of all these scrappy times while they're able to trade kills. So
Oh, that's right.
The slays look like OpTic's winning in the
likes of
slay
OpTic.
I wonder
category.
what the intention was there, 'cause, you
I'm
know,
not gonna
the
actually
ball
do all the
slide a
math.
fair amount,
That's way too
when
much
you
work,
drop
but
it, unlike previous
at a
games, like, got
glance,
some movement to
I'd
it.
just say
You have to
OpTic's
wonder if
outslaying
people
them.
wanted to bring that back around, but the good news for them though is that all of it
Sentinels
works
might
out
win
because
this round,
they do
though.
have possession of the ball, and it it is going to continue to tick in their favor. Formal.
They only
we
got
wanted
10
him to come
seconds.
online. We wanted him to be a difference maker. I think it's safe to say he's definitely found his stride here on live fire.
He's 18 and
As
12.
He's going to go and help out Frosty just down
Maddie
there. Trippy
Formal.
now locating where the ball is, but
I don't
as he
think
comes
anyone's
out
ever
of
called him
bottom
that
mid,
before.
They knew exactly where he was, anticipated it, and it feels like Sentinels are starting to
Only
click. They're
10 seconds
3
left,
points
too.
remaining, but they're going to have to slum it out in bottom mid to try and get control of the ball because
This
APC
would be a
has it in his
crazy
hands.
comeback if they pull this off.
Right here for OpTic to get a garage.
They can't drop the ball for more than 8 seconds.
Over towards garage. They're
Oh,
picking
no.
up Formal out here near the training dummies.
Oh, this could be
is
it.
just a brawl here at the very end. All these players
No.
scrambling for it. That's 3 dead for
3
Sentinels,
seconds, and they're
OpTic
3
have a garage
down.
setup.
Yeah, they have to fly
No.
right now. Your eyes do not deceive you. Yes, there are 3 seconds left on the clock, but the time freezes when you have the ball in your hand in the new oddball in Halo Infinite.
No
5 seconds
freaking
remaining.
way.
They
They're
have to
pushing
fly
bottom.
them
They're
here.
pushing
They
bottom.
have to stop this.
No way!
Stop the game.
Oh,
When
the
they
clutch.
needed it, and win
Look,
the
they're not
first
even
round
juiced
here at
up.
Oddball Live Fire.
You got a little smile out of Ola, but everyone else is just like, eh.
Where when you grab
Gotta
the
do it
oddball,
again.
time
That was-
just freezes.
that's the
So
kind of
we are
map I
allowed
was
to see
expecting.
comebacks like that. And just
That
like
first
we're in
round.
2. We can't even reflect
No
that
time to
last
break it
round.
down, Walsh. No time.
That's
We're
what
leaving
I
to
was
the next.
expecting out of
We'll
this
handle it
series.
later.
That was
There's actually
crazy.
cats here on the main stage. But hey, Sentinels, I think this is where they're starting to find their rhythm, and I think that for Sentinels,
Yeah, Sentinels
if they
are
keep
starting to
the
heat
pace
up a
going
bit.
like this, keep going at
They
OpTic.
had
Don't
it.
give them that
Oh,
time.
that's
Don't
gotta be
give
so
them that moment to
frustrating.
breathe, right? Like you saw on Street Slayer. This could
They're not
very
the
well
type
be
of
the
dudes
time
to get
where they
all
turn it around
tilted,
because
though.
OpTic
They're
had
not
to
gonna, like,
scrap
freak
for that
out.
win, and they just
Let it
pulled
get
off
to
by the
'em.
skin of their teeth.
Yeah, and you saw Lethal. Wow, I can't believe he actually snagged that OS. I was going to say, it looked like he jumped up for the OS and barely missed it, but knowing the
They're
radius of grabbing
icy-
equipment like that,
iciest
he just
team out
touched
there,
his
really.
toe on the top there at that platform, grabbed the OS, and activated it right from behind. So
Okay.
great job by Lethal to acquire that. But
I feel like I've never even seen this
also,
gun in
something to
Lethal's
see if
hand
you're just
before.
joining in on
in
this
tournament.
map, it is actually
It's literally
1-0
always
on OpTic
in Lucid's
here
hand.
on Oddball. So if Sentinels are somehow able
Went
to
for
take
the
this round,
long
we're gonna
range
see
shot.
round 3.
That's right. A little glitch in the spectator there, but don't worry. We'll keep reminding you throughout in case you need it. I'm sure folks in the chat will do the same thing as well. In the early parts of this game, though, overshield grab, heat wave grab for Sentinels, but no real time gained. And now it's going to be OpTic in control as they brought this ball over to Garage, and they're going to try and hold off this attack from Sen.
And Lucid getting a very crucial kill on
Being
Frost.
zoomed in there is so, like,
The
trippy.
defense of this.
Oh!
My God! We saw
Oh, that was
running
sick.
away to Trippy, like, come on, help me, buddy. Someone
Please
like
help.
To buy time like that is so valuable.
How
for
many
the
times does
roster.
that happen
It
to you
just
guys
gives
in
those split
matchmaking?
seconds where one team is
Dude,
gonna just
help
start
me,
getting
he's
the arc
chasing
from
me.
them, Or, you know, if you're Trippy, you just know
That was
stuff
nuts.
across the map.
Indeed, and that's going to be an easy one as
Oh,
well.
man.
Player was weakened, body shot. Frosty knew that that was basically going to be a wrap there. Trippy, though, trying to stay alive in mid, not going to happen.
They went around the entire
Go after
outskirts
this
of the
ball.
map
Good rotation
with the
as
ball.
well. If
That's
you
nuts.
recall, they had that ball over in Garage, and they started to make moves to bring it over to Tower. We also have Overshield available, too. Formal has a teammate.
It's so
there.
crazy how
Smart
stuff like
play
that
to
works
make.
out when you're actually, like, organized. And you know what you're doing.
Of course, we'll have to see how this plays out. They have OS.
Yeah, that was more of a slight misstep from Formal and the Sentinels roster because since Formal was already kind of pushed up over there near Plasmas. And this
Damn,
is
he
such
got a real
small
boost out of that slide.
But Formal did not want to go back in territory, did not want to head back to grab that OS, wanted to rely on a teammate that's already near scoreboard to jump up and get that. And
Oh,
Formal saw
see
right
ya.
there. He allowed for that to happen, but
He didn't even
just
have to
a
repulse
slight
him off the
misstep,
map.
And unfortunately, that can be the difference maker here in Halo Infinite.
Oh, you also hate to see it.
71 to 14. They got a big hill to climb here.
Hope you're watching, buddy. But now we start to see Sentinels.
They're getting set up, though. I don't really see people hold the ball at B very often. I guess that's why he just tossed it. Oh, they went 3 down, so that's probably more of why he tossed it. But
position everyone as well. But it seems like OpTic aren't going to be able to gain this ball. Remember, guys, OpTic won that last round, so now the onus is going to be on Sentinels to have to push this, or else it's going to
I
be
hate
over,
that
and
the
Sentinels
freaking
will lose
observer
in
mode
3.
always shows them tied 1-1 when it's not 1-1.
2 members down for Sentinels.
It's so stupid.
Ball is over here towards bottom.
Anyone that's not like watching the whole thing sees that and they're like, it's round 3?
Looks like Snakebite's able to get that stop, but not only
93.
They, stop, they need to follow this up with a long step of their own. So the I guess silver lining here in this position is that Sentinels
The second the game ends, I want to see what the peak viewership is right now. It was at 91K after game 2.
Just to tie this game up.
You literally cannot give anything up here, and Snakebite needs to recognize when am I going to have to
This would
drop
honestly
balls
be a
so I can help
huge
my
choke for
teammates.
OpTic not to win this round.
Plays the ball, but are they in a position to grab it?
And it'll be a,
So there's really not like
it might be like
play balls in the snares when
OpTic being the ones that end up like getting all
Lethal's gonna try to
flustered
play
and
with
losing
Frosty.
round 3 if they were to lose after having this huge lead so close to a win.
Frosty goes down. Ball's still going to be available here to pick up. No one on the Sentinel side is around to go and pick it up. Pistola has obtained it. Only a few seconds remaining, but here comes
He just got like one quick second. This is it. OpTic with the 3-0. Who would have saw that? He's got the OpTic white. How many viewers? 95. We didn't quite hit 100K. 95K for OpTic though. That's nuts.
What a series for OpTic Gaming. A statement has been made here. As they know,
I honestly feel like they're going to end up matching each other in grand finals. Like one of them, it's either going to be a rematch of this or Cloud9 will make it, in my opinion. But it's only Saturday. It's only winners round 2, so we'll see.
It's tough to know what to even change there.
We'll see how it goes.
There's a couple guys.
Hey, thank you so much, GB. Guys, I got Lucid on the main stage. Make some noise for him in the crowd.
Lucid with the interview.
All right, Lucid. We know that you guys got some history with this team here behind me, but in the end, what was the mindset that you had to come out here and have such a dominant
Look at that luscious
I would say
flow.
the mindset for us was just treat them like any other team. I feel like we've talked about this time and time again. We've had losses in the past few weeks, and we're just like, we know that if we're struggling, we're kind of losing our grip and getting a little hectic, that means that we're going to kind of crumble a little bit, and we've been working on that. We've been staying focused, and we're like, it doesn't matter what team it is. We can treat them all the same. We just got to know what we need to do. It's not about playing the other team's game. It's about playing our game.
Don't let them fluster you.
That's hard getting out of tough situations like that. And this OpTic Gaming squad has been through a lot. But tell me a little bit about your teammates, okay? Because you got a good group of guys around you. And how do they help you get through these matches?
Yeah, I have a great team. So shout out to these guys behind me right now, just chilling after that win. But
Lunchbox.
everyone plays their part, and we all have
LBX.
Like, a very, I would say, equal part to play. It's never just one of us do this, one of us do that. I feel like that's just kind of Halo in general. You know, it's like you gotta fill the space that's available, and you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. And this group of guys, myself included, like we know what we gotta do. As I was just saying in the previous answer, we know we can play our game. When we do, we can stomp people out, no matter the team.
They're nasty.
Team, you guys get it done when you need to.
We'll see.
Shout out
We'll
to
see how
everybody that
the
you wanna give.
grand finals go tomorrow,
shout outs
though.
to my family. I know my dad's watching at home, especially. My girlfriend in the crowd.
Ooh, Lucid has a girlfriend?
And Joey's girlfriend. All the girlfriends are here today, so
Oh,
shout out
damn.
to them for sitting through a lot of these games, a lot of the wait time. Shout out to OpTic Gaming and the crowd, the green wall, all of you guys out there, and the crowd, just everybody. You know, this is a big time for all of us, and I know we had some troubles yesterday. Everyone was feeling it, us included. But just shout out to everybody. Love to have you all here. This is a great start to Halo, and this is just the beginning for all of us.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. We're getting through it all, okay? Halo is back, baby. That's going to do it for us at the desk. Lottie, take it away.
There's only been one disconnect this series so far, so
I mean, that was what an
making
insane
progress.
was. My